Alright, Shalom, Shalom, it's your brother AHBAD, coming at you again with the spirit of power, YAHAWASHI, from AHBAD, in St. Petersburg, Florida. We'll give double honors to my elder apostles, great millstone. Well, first and foremost, call HALAL like YAHAWASHI. Single honor and salutation to all your sincere brothers, constantly pushing his word, true to sincerity, and peace and blessing to the sincere men, women, and children that consist of the 1/3. What is the Sabbath? Remember the Sabbath. Alright, I'm going to get straight to the point. Those who are of the circumcision and who know they're Israelites, we know that we're supposed to be keeping the Sabbath. Alright, Sabbath is a day where you don't do what you want to do. It's a day of rest. Alright, we're not supposed to be cooking. We're not supposed to be going out getting no edges. We're not supposed to be on a shopping spree. Okay, we're not supposed to be changing the oil on our car. We're not supposed to be cleaning the house. All right, you have 6 days out of the week where you have to do those things. And on the 7th day you rest, and the 7th day could be any day that the new moon falls on. That's how you determine what the Sabbath is. You determine the Sabbath by the new moon. All right, if the new moon falls on a Saturday, right? Let's say the moon. I won't say that. Let's say the new moon falls on a Wednesday. Then the Shabbat will be from, if I'm not mistaken, from Tuesday evening to Wednesday evening. All right, that would determine that day. All right, but going into the scriptures, I'm just gonna get straight to the point. This is Genesis chapter 2, verse 1. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them. And on the 7th day, God ended his work, which Al-Hayam, ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the 7th day from all his work which he had made. And God, Al-Hayam, blessed the 7th day and sanctified it, because that in it he had rested from all his work which God created and made. All right. So now let's go into that word sanctified. Call like YAHAWASHI 144. Let's go into that word sanctified. All right.
Strong's H 6942. Kadash. Kadash.
It's Quadash, which
second
means
entry.
Holy.
Kadesh. Kadesh.
All right. It's Quadash. To consecrate, sanctify, prepare, dedicate, be hallowed, be holy, be sanctified. Here it goes. Be separate. This is the one day out of the week that's separated from all other days. But don't get it misconstrued what the Sabbath is. All right, the Sabbath is not just the new moon. All right, but hold on, I want to prove something really quick, that the Sabbath is the new moon. What am I looking for? Where you at? Right here. One of the Psalms, I believe it's 83. All right. No, not Psalm 83. Salaki, I went on. Where is it? Yeah, right here. Psalms 81. I'm going to start at 1. So, sing aloud unto God our strength. Make a joyful noise unto the God of Jacob. Take a psalm and bring hither the timbrel, the pleasant harp with the psaltery. Blow up the trumpet in the new moon, in the time appointed on our solemn feast day. All right. That's a solemn day. Okay. Let's see what the word solemn means. And how do we blow the trumpet? Well, we tell you. First and foremost, the elder apostles of Great Millstone, they put up a video, the Water YAHAWASHI for them doing it, to let us know when the Shabbat are. So now we don't even have an excuse to not know when it is. All right. Festival feast, festival gathering. All right. A festival sacrifice. Solemn. That's what I believe. That's what the word solemn is. It had more than one word that was there. Salakia. To real. That's not the word I'm looking for though. But nonetheless though, you could tell that the new moon is a separate day. All right. All right. And it said that this he ordained in Joseph, verse 5, for a testimony when he went out through the land of Egypt, where I heard a language that I understood not. So basically, this is a part of our heritage. The Heavenly Father set this up for us so that we can understand and determine when our feast days are come about. Let me go into the book of Sirach. All right, and this is for you who know. This is for you who don't know, and also for you who do know, man. It's not a day to do what you please and what you want to do. All right? Now, granted, let's say you have an appointment on a Shabbat, and you can't, and there's no way you can possibly, you know, change it. That's understandable, all right? Let's say you have an emergency with one of your children or something like that, or your mother gets hurt and needs you or something. Okay, that's understandable. Let's say you can't take that day off. That's understandable because we are rehearsing the righteous act. But if you can stop yourself from changing your oil in your car, you know, or for going to get a haircut, or for going out shopping, then you don't have to do that. Those are things you can do throughout the whole week. But if there's certain things you just can't change because we live in an Esau society, then so be it. That's right. That's quite understandable. The script said, "Be not over righteous much, why destroys thyself." In other words, like if you having no work and you keep calling off on the Shabbat, you ain't gonna have no job. All right. Where I'm going. So I'm in the book of Sirach. Bear with me. This is Sirach, Ecclesiasticus 43:6. He made the moon also to serve in her seasons for a declaration of times and a sign of the world. From the moon is the sign of feast, a light that decreaseth in her perfection. And that also kills the whole thought of Esau saying that the reason why it's a full moon because the light of the sun is on it. Well, it said it decreased in its own light, so the moon gives off its own light. Man, that's just beautiful, man. YAHAWASHI. So, like, if you look on the left side of the screen, what do you see? You do not see a full moon. You basically see a new moon because it's not full. It's not getting that light again. You know, it becomes crescent, quarter. Then you have the half. Then you have the 3/4 of a moon. Then you have the full moon that goes back to what it looks like a clear moon or a moon without light. That's what you call a new moon. That's how you determine what's the first day of the month. All right. And then you determine another week when it becomes like a quarter moon. You determine the second week when it comes a half moon. Third week, 3/4 of a moon. A whole month, which would be would be a full moon. Then you start the process all over again. Verse 8, the month is called after her name. That's how you determine the month by the moon. Increasing wonderfully in her changing, being an instrument of the armies above, shining in the firmament of heaven, the beauty of heaven, the glory of the stars, an ornament giving light in the highest places of the Lord. All right. That is beautiful. At the commandment of the Holy Ones. This is also a commandment. Remember that. They will stand in their order and never faint in their watches. Okay. So yeah, that's even the commandment for the moon to show up. You better make sure you show up. I'm just speaking, you know, as a man. Now I'm going to go into the book of Exodus chapter 20. I'm just hitting a few key points. You know, I don't want to make this too long. What it says here, 20:8, Exodus 20:8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy, to keep it consecrated, to keep it separate. All right, to sanctify it. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God, Yahawah. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. Okay, so there's no mopping the floors, there's no cooking, don't cut on no iron, no stove. Now listen, even when you cut on the light, guess what you're doing? You cutting on fire because electricity. But you can't be over righteous, you know. I mean, hey, it's just some things you just can't avoid, but some things you can avoid, you know. So that doesn't make an excuse for us to still going through the things that we want to do. Certain things that you need to do, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna take a shower in the dark. You know, let's say you got off late. You can take a shower in the dark. Nah, you're gonna, you know, handle your business. Cut the light on. You want to walk through the house, you don't want to stub your toe. Verse 11. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. Understand that? So he made it separate. Now I'm going to pull out a few more precepts to the Spirit and prayer. How about YAHAWASHI? I went into the book of Numbers, chapter 15. All right. I want you to listen to this. This is an example. That's why they say that things are written aforetime before our learning. All right. Bear with me. This is Numbers 15:24. Then it shall be, if aught be committed by ignorance without, I'm going to start at 23. even all that the Lord hath commanded you by the hand of Moses, from the day that the Lord commanded Moses, and henceforth among your generations. Then it shall be, if aught be committed by ignorance without the knowledge of the congregation, that all the congregation shall offer one young bullock for a burnt offering, for a sweet savor unto the Lord, with his meat offering and his drink offering according to the manner, and one kid of the goats for a sin offering. This is if you ignorantly commit a sin, all right? And it says the priest shall make an atonement. Not for the jump down to verse 27. And if any soul sin through ignorance, then he shall bring a she goat of the first year for a sin offering. All right. So that's only if you do it out of ignorance. All right. Verse 30. But the soul that doeth aught presumptuously, whether he be born in the land or a stranger, the same reproacheth Yahawah. And the soul shall be cut off among his people, because he have despised the word of the Lord and have broken his commandment. That soul shall utterly be cut off. His iniquity shall be upon him. Now the Lord's going to give you an example of what happened to somebody on the Sabbath day. And while the children of Israel were in the wilderness, they found a man that gathered sticks upon the Sabbath. He was just picking up sticks. Something as simple as picking up sticks. Remember that. And they that found him gathering sticks brought him unto Moses and Aaron and unto all the congregation. And they put him inward, because it was not declared what should be done to him. And the Lord Yahawah said unto Moses, the man shall be surely put to death. Why? Because he picked up sticks? No. He was doing servitude. He was doing work on the Sabbath day. All right. All the congregation shall stone him with stones without the camp. All right. And all the congregation brought him without the camp and stoned him with stones, and he died. And the Lord commanded Moses. That's the Lord commanded Moses. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, this is why we wear our garments, brothers. Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue. And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of Yahawah, and do them, and that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which ye used to go a whoring, that ye may remember and do all my commandments, and be holy unto your God. All right. So, hey, that was just a quick lesson on keeping the Sabbath. So remember the Shabbat and what is this purpose. All right. With that being said, call along YAHAWASHI for the water for keeping the spirit of edification on me. Satan outside. Like I always say, man, ask for forgiveness, pray without ceasing, stay humble, remain diligent. The reason why I say that, man, because sometimes you'll go off. So ask for forgiveness. How you do that? You pray to the Heavenly Father. Don't stop doing that. Okay. You remain diligent by stay focused, staying in the Word, stay being true to the Spirit, and last but not least, man, hey. You gotta keep pushing, man. Ask for forgiveness, pray without ceasing, stay humble, remain diligent, all right? When you stay humble, you're not full of pride. With that being said, Shalom.